Hey everyone, it's me, Aaron.
I'm Michelle.
And this is the final few days in the 2019 post-Shriek Out reaction. And if you watched us last year, then you know that every single post-Shriek Out reaction, we do a theme for every single week. But when you get into that final week, where it's just kind of like a few scraggler days still left on there, just a few hanger-on days, yeah, you can't really do a theme week, so we always just kind of watch the stuff that we happen to miss throughout the month while we were busy doing Thorgiween. And I can guarantee you, everybody missed this. Everyone did. You remember when that trailer for the new Doom movie came out and everyone looked at it and went, oh, well, it's kind of neat someone's doing a fan film for like $10. Oh, this is an actual, like, movie? Like a feature-length film that's going to come out in theaters? And it looks like this? Oh no. Yeah, apparently that came out. And it was gone from theaters like that. This apparently actually did come out in theaters for like a day. And like a small number of theaters, and it was just gone. And it is already up for rental and for on-demand streaming. I seriously kept looking at this going, no, this is not that thing that we saw the trailer for. It's not, this is not that. This is not, no, this is like somebody else decided to come in here with their cheap, like, you know, Transmorphers ripoff of Doom before that other Doom movie got made and it came out straight to DVD. No, this is it. This is that Doom movie. An actual, like, licensed Doom movie. Although, saying license makes it sound like id Software was involved in this. id Software had to come out here and actually make a statement saying, we were not involved in the making of this. Do not blame us. We're the ones making the games that you guys like. We're not making this. And it is stunning to me. It is stunning to me that this is the Doom movie that we got. And I know there's another Doom movie out there. But when that last Doom film came out, nobody really cared about Doom. I think like the Doom before that one was Doom 3. And yeah, people like Doom 3, but even by then the hype had already died down for Doom 3. But right now, we're at a resurgence for Doom. The last Doom game that came out, everybody was talking about that. Everybody was salivating over that game. People loved that game. People were saying it was Game of the Year. That re-energized people to want more Doom stuff. And now the sequel to that is coming out next year, and everybody is hyped for that. Everybody can't wait for that new Doom game. And so you took something with that much hype on it right now, and this is what you made. I can't come up with a metaphor that bad. That is, like, to reverse the script to give you guys, like, the equivalent of what that would be, it'd be like if right after Endgame came out, a video game for Endgame came out, and it was like some PS2 graphics, like, you know, no, the voice actors sounded even remotely close. Like they couldn't afford to get Iron Man in there for some reason. Like it's that level of shoddiness is what we got in this thing. So where should we even begin with this thing? Because there's almost nothing to this film.
That's the thing, is like, this is so dull and dumb.
I know, I sound like I'm getting mad. I'm mad at the fact that this is what we got, but I couldn't get mad at this film while watching it, not because it's really got anything good to it, but because it is so dull. You can't form the emotions.
It is so empty.
Yeah, oh, good word. Yes, this film is empty. This film, it's just aliens in the beginning. It is just, you woke up out of hypersleep. There's been reports of something going on this moon around Mars. You're a bunch of specially elite trained soldiers going there, which, by the way, Doom Guy is not in this. Just go ahead and say this right now. Doom Guy, not in this film. However, do you know who our protagonist is? Our protagonist, this totally brand new character, not been in any of the Doom games. Her name is Joanne Dark.
No, just Joan Dark.
Joan Dark. I will give all of the video game fans a second to do a double take to that. Because there is another first-person shooter franchise out there called Perfect Dark. The protagonist of that series is Joanna Dark. I kept looking at this going, there is no way. But is Perfect Dark owned by itself? Like, because there's a lot of references in here. There's a lot of references where they will, like, look at someone's name tag And like, the founder of id Software, he's one of the zombies that they kill, and not like the man himself playing a zombie in here. I mean, like, they kill someone, look at his name tag and go, oh, it's this. And I missed this, but someone else said that there's another name tag in here for BJ Blazkowicz, which is the lead character of Wolfenstein, which is another id Software game. I don't think Perfect Dark is an id Software game. So I kept looking at this thing like, why in God's... Like, even if it is, and I'm wrong, and Perfect Dark is an id Software game, why in God's name would you name the protagonist of your Doom game something that close to another video game character out there? It'd be like if in the next Street Fighter game, we don't have Ryu in there, but we've got Jerry Bogard as the protagonist. It's like, I have several questions.
Obviously, the people who created this movie did not have a lot of imagination.
That's what it comes off as. Like, it feels like, okay, the name tags, that feels like a reference, but Joan Dark as your protagonist really just feels almost like the cheap Chinese knockoff version of it. Or it feels like when you go to the dollar store and you get
like the bootleg version.
You get like Hero Pack. And it's got Supreme Man in there. And Man Spider and all these other things. And it's like, oh no. That's kind of what it feels like. And I almost feel like that continues to all the other characters in here because none of these other characters are memorable at all. Like, all of them are just demographics, I guess. Like, there's an Australian guy. There's a lady with blue hair. There's, I'm blanking, there's an older male figure in there. Like, all of them are just, let's just go down the checklist of just, like, any different type of person that you can get in here. And listen, man, I'm all for getting a large group of characters in your film, but they have to be characters. Like, literally, I'm describing them as Australian guy in there because that's all I got, man. Australian guy. What's his personality? Oh, he's kind of a dick, I guess. I don't know. But despite how little personality all of them have, the worst personality of anyone in here is Joan Dark. She has nothing to her. Like, Australian guy, kind of a jerk. There's a lady in here who she's kind of a tough person. She makes a comment back to someone at some point, so I guess that's what she is, I guess, at one point. Joan Dark is nothing in here. She has zero personality. She has a tiny bit of backstory that her mom died. We don't know how old she was when she died because we don't actually see her in there. They couldn't hire an actress to play her as a kid or have her come in to play her if her mom recently died. Oh, that'd be weird since her mom looks about the same age as her. So, you just see, like, close-up of her mom. She's like, you're born for something special. Someone is watching over you and hands out, like, a cross. Yeah. And now she carries that, which, okay, you're going into hell. Carry a cross. Okay. That's not what Doom is about. Doom is not about you fight off hell with holy power. Doom is you fight off hell with punches
and guns.
Big fucking guns. Yes.
And another thing, like, they try to add to her character is like, oh, she let a terrorist free or something like that.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
And that was her reason why she went to this base as, like, punishment or some shit like that. It's like...
But what's everyone else's punishment for this?
I don't know. Hey, who cares? You don't really need a reason to, like, go there. You're military personnel. This is military shit you're doing.
Yes, she had a punishment to go on this mission, but she's with all these other soldiers and they're not getting punished, so they're like giving her shit. And it's like, asshole, if you're giving her shit for being demoted to the point where she has to go on this mission, all of you are going on the mission and you're not even being punished for it. So you're all worse. There was no reason for any of this, and it adds nothing to her character, right? It never, like, comes back around. There's never any reason. Like, it's supposed to be one of those things where, oh, when she saves the day, it'll be, like, her redemption. But it never keeps coming up in any way that's meaningful at all. So, yeah, it's absolutely pointless. Jesus, I'm starting to think of anything to say before they get there. Oh, by the way, this thing opens up with, it's Doom. It's all about on Mars. They open up a portal to hell, and hell takes over Mars. The way they do it is they're trying to build a teleporter that's like a big organic goo thing that they go through. The guy who is testing it, the first person who's going to go through this, what would you expect him to be wearing to test experimental teleporter.
Like hazmat suit or something like that. Space suit.
Because he could get teleported right into. He's going between 2 different moon bases. He could get teleported right in the middle of that thing and just be floating out there. He needs some communication back there. Could be radiation. This thing needed a hazmat suit in there. He is going there in a button-up polo shirt and khakis. That is it. He looks like they just got the intern on the movie set to just go up there and just
like he was in his like military overalls, basically. Like,
oh no, he wasn't even that. He was just in regular ass khakis.
I thought he was like
he was in pants, just regular ass pants and a tie. This guy, he had nothing going for him.
Speaking of which, all the zombies had ties and like business suits.
Oh well, no, they all had lab coats. Because they were all scientists, so they all wore the exact same lab coat. Like they just went, all right, we gotta order something for them to wear. Buy in bulk. That's what they did on this thing. That was it. And so they get there, they arrive at the base, they're going through this thing, and it doesn't look great. It looks like they're just using whatever location they had available. I mean, they got like something that looked kind of like a space set, so I'll give them. They got like a high-tech tunnel for them to walk down. I'll give them that, like a nice clean space tunnel. But there's like most of them like walking down a flight of stairs, and it's just like the hallway. It's like literally like the flight of stairs that you would find in any location at all. And I remember they were just like holding on them going down this stairway. No tension, like no interesting shots, just camera, sit the camera down, walk away, just get that shot. You just walking down the stairs. Next one comes down. Next one comes down. I remember when it got to that scene, I just turned to you and went, Doom! Feel the tension and the action-packed of Doom. I can't even form words. This movie is so fucking stupid. But then they go into, and this is when it got like, you gotta be kidding me. They walked into what is meant to be like the botanical garden in here.
Yeah, like
the oxygen tank that like all space.
Yeah, like basically like the crops where they can grow the food that they eat.
They went into a Michael's and just got the green vines and hung them up on like a freaking IKEA board. Like just a big ass, like it's nothing but the most fake plastic. Again, I worked in a Michael's for several years. I know what those fake ass plants look like. They went and got the cheap ass Michael's plants. Like these are not actual like movie props. These are not like they sat around and made sure they got the professional looking fake plants. These are Michael vines is what they got. And they just hung them on really just random pieces of board. And that's the big, and they put them in a warehouse. That's their big greenhouse that they have here on this space station. And then they start getting attacked by the zombies. And they start shooting them. And they keep shooting them. And keep shooting them. And that goes on for, I kid you not, 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Almost a third of this entire movie is them in one location. Actually, it's not almost a third. I'm going to do the math on that correctly. They're like almost a fourth of this film. I want anyone jumping in the comments correcting me on this. Almost a fourth.
As if anyone's gonna correct
As if anyone
you.
cares.
Like,
No one saw this. No one saw this movie. I have to come back to that. Almost a fourth of the hour and a half runtime of this film is one scene with almost no dialogue in that scene of just seeing bland, faceless characters kill bland, faceless zombies. All the Marines, all the Space Marines are wearing the exact same black helmet, black suit, armor, black vest, armor thing, and carrying the exact same cheap-ass Nerf gun, killing the exact same blue zombies in white lab coats and red ties over and over and over again for 20 minutes. That is mind-boggling that they allow that to just go out. Like, it doesn't look good. It's not like this is the thing everyone was coming from. This is the big action sequence. No, it doesn't look nice. This is somehow, in a Doom movie, the sequence of them killing off the zombies is somehow worse than the moment of them not killing off the zombies. I have to, like, nothing sums it up better than that. And it goes on for 20 minutes. I was perplexed that they kept doing this. I'm seriously, like, second-guessing myself on that because I'm like, maybe it just felt like 20 minutes. No, we checked the time. I remember when it was over with, we stopped it, And we rewound until it began, did the math, and went, oh my God, they've been in this one cheap-ass warehouse for 20 minutes, just shooting faceless blue zombies. And then later on, they introduced a secondary type of villain, which was the imp, for anybody who plays Doom, which is the little creature who shoots out fireballs. For anybody who's never played Doom, the imp and the random zombies are the two most low-class, weakest enemies in the entire game. That's all we get in this movie. That would be like if in the next Super Mario Brothers film, there's no Bowser, no Hammer Bros, no Chargin' Chuck, no Birdo, no Koopa Kids in there. It's just a bunch of Goombas, and then at the very end, a Koopa appears.
That's kind of what happened in the live-action Mario.
There was a Bowser in there. He might have been a human Bowser who, that was weird. Everything about that movie was weird. But there was a Bowser at least. You gotta give him that.
Easy does it, Peach. You're getting all squirmy.
You're super squirm. But yeah, that's the best way that I can sum this thing up. It's that, oh my God, out of all the crazy monsters in Doom, you stuck us with the most jobber of jobbers that you could possibly have picked. And that's the movie.
And you know why? It's because they're the cheapest ones to make.
Oh, yeah. That floating eyeball, the weird dog monster, the big super demon, that costs money. Yeah, but you copy and paste this guy and buy a bunch of lab coats in bulk, you got yourself some monsters in there. And these imps, they do shoot out the fireballs, and they are just such cheap effects. You saw it in the trailer, and I kept thinking to myself, okay, well, they're gonna clean that up. No, they didn't. They did not clean that thing up. And yeah, after that, there's really nothing. There's an evil scientist guy, but you all know he's gonna try to be the evil scientist guy. He's got that evil scientist face. He's got that evil scientist tone to him. And Joanna Dark ends up getting the big BFG, and she fires that off a few times, shoots out some green energy, so they had the thing from the movie, I guess.
Yeah, I just kind of wish they had more of it.
I wish they had more of anything.
More of everything, honestly.
I'll give them this. One thing I gotta give them is that during that big 20-minute sequence, it's not just the same guns. They do pick up different guns, and there are some of the different weapons from the game. Like, they pick up a shotgun, okay, you can use a shotgun there. They pick up a chainsaw and chop into some guys. You can use a chainsaw in the game, so, okay, see what you're doing here. It's still not fun in any way, shape, or form. This movie didn't even make me want to go back and play Doom. I'll say that, many times when you're watching, a bad movie version of something, you think, oh, I could just be playing this game. I don't want to play Doom after this. This is a terrible, terrible advertisement for Doom. I mean, it's no wonder that id Software had to come out here and just go, no, we're trying to sell copies here, guys, no. Yeah, at the end of this thing, she ended up getting shoved into hell. And they did spend money on hell. I'll give them that.
That's where all the money went.
Yeah, all the money
went. It's just a shame it's in the last 5 minutes of the movie.
And at the end of this thing, too, a big demon does appear in hell. It's an OC. It's not one from the games. And all I could think was this entire time you've just been giving us random zombies and imps. And here at the end, you are going to have the big boss monster show up. And you decide to create your own thing? No! Make the Doom movie, you idiots!
And you know that they were sequel baiting.
Hard. We stuck through the end credits to see if there was a post-credits thing of and then all of a sudden a random Marine walks in and it's Doom Guy. And something to be oh, okay, now we get something here.
So
it's not Doom Guy has any real character to him because he doesn't talk at all, but he's got personality and just what a badass he is. No one in here has anything at all.
This isn't even a Doom movie. It's a prequel to Doom.
Yes.
That's bullshit.
It really is. Oh, man. Yeah, I got nothing else to say about this.
No, there really is nothing to say. Don't bother with this movie.
This is only worth watching if it comes on for free on Netflix or Amazon Prime or Hulu or something, and you have friends who, for some reason, you all want to be upset at a thing.
Or if you're having trouble falling asleep.
Yeah.
Put this
on. It is real easy to black out parts of this movie. This is still a fairly new film, so I will give it a rating. I'm going to give it a 3. simply because there's not enough in here for me to hate more.
Yeah, it's like I said before, this is a very empty movie.
Yeah, it's like, I want to point at this thing and just be more upset about something, but there's so nothing in here at all. I'm upset at the lack of things to be upset about, because at least then you could rant and rave about, but yeah, man, this is so, and it just screams of such, I don't even want to say cash grab on this thing, because, again, they didn't even put this thing out, really, but no one cared on this thing.
No.
This is one of those films where you just look at it and you just want to know what happened. You just want to know, like, not one thing got screwed up. Many things over the course of a period of time by many different people got screwed up. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We only got 3 more days of the post-Shriek Out reaction, so come back and see what other new release we're going to be talking about then. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Bye.
And happy Halloween.
And happy Halloween.
Yes.
Yes. God, we're getting so close to that for game. Bye.
Bye.